Now follow me as we ride, going up, getting high. Biggest flips in the sky, biggest flips in the sky, biggest flips in the sky.
Welcome to MiVision. I'm your host, Mansa Musa.
Co-host Rakasi.
And today we've got a special episode on this Eid day. So Eid Mubarak to all my Muslims out there.
Everybody.
And we got a little, let's not get straight into it. We were talking about J. Cole's documentary that came out a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
I was basically saying, I feel it's mad, because he's done a few documentaries now, right?
Yeah.
With the lead up to an album project.
I think pretty much every project. I think the only thing I can't think of that was the one for KOD.
KOD.
Like in general, like even if it wasn't as well put together as the others have been, there's pretty much been one in some form.
Visual.
Yeah.
But I think this one was probably my least favorite. Just
really?
In the regard of there wasn't much other than listening to him, innit? And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's why it was so beautiful, bro.
Yeah. So that's what was good as well, innit? That's what was good. But it was my least favorite, but I think most, like, I'm actually looking forward to this now. I think before I was like, I'm happy if I just had this documentary and I got no music sort of thing. But this, I'm like, I'm looking forward to this album still.
Yeah, for me, I really enjoyed the documentary. I wouldn't say it's one of my least favorites because it let me know where his head's at. And his head's at exactly where we need it to be right now. He's thinking about the things that we would discuss. Like, he's at a point where it's kind of like he could be super comfortable with it and just like not really put in the effort. Because we see that happen with so many artists. So maybe it's one of those things that you can't really recognize or notice when you're in it.
Yeah.
So for him to really say that and to hear that come from him lets me know the body of work that's coming. Not gonna let me down at all.
He seems grown. He seems like more mature. Like,
yeah, for sure. Because he's saying he got the kids now and that. And even that, like him so openly speaking about like Melissa and the kids and stuff like that. Like I just think that was so weird in a way to hear from him just talking about that because you don't really get Cole. Besides when he sits down and does like the Angie Martinez every now and then. You don't really get Cole doing up open like that. So I think it was cool because it was pretty much dialed in on him. Whereas obviously the Revenge of the Dreamers being the most recent one we got. So obviously more of like the creative process of making the songs. He even references like the how you might have heard some of the songs, or even like when he was making Middle Child and then threw it on so it's like this album's been so long in the works, and it's just like he says he's been hoarding music. So obviously the longer you work on something is the more you start to scratch stuff that doesn't come out. So I would love for like, I don't know, maybe obviously not. I want the album as it is, isn't it? Like, I don't want anything to hinder that. But like maybe like in 2 years, just drop like a bunch of leaks, man.
A bunch of
leaks, obviously on a tape or on an album or something. But like, just don't even go record anything, bro. Just drop them. But knowing him, in between that space of time, he would have recorded basically 2 albums worth of music, and then that old shit would get pushed away.
Exactly, because I think he's just still growing, isn't it? He's still like trying to find new levels and that.
Yeah.
Especially like that's what he was saying in the documentary. And if he's still got that hunger, then he can just grow in it. Like, I think once that hunger dies out, it kind of lost in the sauce.
Yeah, I feel like he's got this hunger for this basketball team too, and I feel like because at first he was trying out for the NBA, and I feel like if he had got drafted, then this wouldn't be so serious. I feel like maybe it's part of a plan. There's a bigger plan in action, and that's why he's trying so hard with his basketball team. Obviously, he didn't get into the NBA, now he's going to the African League. But maybe there's something that's supposed to happen in it. Like, so he gets into the league, and then something happens, and then.
I mean, I hear you. But what I was getting from it was just that he just sees like similarities, isn't it? Like with the greatest basketball player or any greatest someone, they're always trying to better what they've done, innit? And I feel
Yeah,
he
for sure.
was getting to a point where he was maybe content, or artists get to a point where they're content with what they've done and what they've achieved, but he's still hungry. Or
Yeah,
he's
but
still like,
why I believe that he's this has something to do with some plan, yeah, is because you've had the sideline story, you've had the warm up, you've had what else have we had? We've had something else. Anyway, and
come
now
on.
the off season. We got the off season as well now, yeah. All
Yeah.
basketball related. I'm telling you, there's something there. Yeah, it's got to be something there.
Um,
But what are you saying about this jersey, though?
what jersey?
Well, obviously, if he's gonna play for a team, the jersey's gonna come out. So you say get a cold jersey.
Oh yeah, I'll be in there. I'll be
Do
in
you
there.
want what the team
Like,
looks like with the jersey? We'll see it.
say
We've got to see it. I'm a jersey guy though, so for sure. But got to get that right color.
it'll probably have a few in it if it gets to that point.
Yeah.
How does that work? The home and away?
Home away alternative, and then
Yeah.
they have like mad different events. So like maybe like Christmas, Easter, whatever the situation is.
Yeah, that's whole variation. And to match with the shoes, yeah.
Yeah, but that's like NBA. I'm thinking of it. So I'm not sure what this particular league will be like. If it will be similar to the NBA, but we'll see in it. Like obviously, like two jerseys is enough as long as the color variations are good enough. But
yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely trying to see what he's putting up though. Like what his highlights I'm saying. So we'll see what happens when the season starts over there.
Literally.
But yeah, no, the documentary back to that though, like yeah, like you were saying, like it's something that you listen to rather than watch, and that's exactly how I took it in. I was listening to it, and then like looking at it when I needed to. But yeah, man, I think that's because you just didn't get to hear much of Cole. That's probably why it's still good, even though it's just one of the things you listen to, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I still enjoyed it, and was like, yeah, this is. You don't hear him. Literally, as you're saying, you don't hear him often, and to
Yeah.
see him there with 21, it makes me think it must be. He must have had this from a while ago because that tune came out.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
time
ago.
Or like 2018, 20. Yeah, it was like whatever year he got arrested by ICE. It was the year before, but it came out just at the very end of the year.
But even if it's a more recent visuals, then it's good to know he's around, like, or he's got someone around like 21 who's level-headed, who's in he's still trying to do his music thing, but he's got his head in the right places. You can have hold the conversation. You can see the kind of conversations they were having, just them two being in the same room.
Do you think the era you came up here made you have the skill set you had? Man, yeah.
And I think that's sick as well, like seeing I guess other artists asking questions. It's the thing now, isn't it? Like with podcasts. But yeah, I think it was good to see, rather than seeing Charlemagne asking that question or whoever it is.
No, man, I fuck with Charlemagne.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Can't downplay Magic.
I'm not downplaying it. I'm just saying it's good to see 21. There's a time for Charlemagne and whoever else.
Yeah. For
maybe a different kind of interview, but for an artist to artist kind of conversation, you can get a bit deeper in it.
I don't know. I think the thing is, with Charlemagne, he's very picky about, not picky, he picks and chooses who he'll get in depth with. And I think Charlemagne, like one-on-one, Charlemagne J. Cole interview would actually go mad. And remember, one's from South Carolina, one's from North Carolina, so they really got the things in common, innit?
Yeah.
I think it'd go mad still. But I think Cole ain't with the big platform like that.
I respect what he's doing, which I guess kind of leads us into what came out today.
Yeah. We got our
I
boy,
respect what he's
J.
doing.
Cole.
You know, like supporting
LA Lakers.
the right places, I think.
Yeah. No, but LA Lakers, they get their people on anyway. But yeah, I'm here for that. But like, do you want to be fair? I would say they are more picky. I don't know if it's them, but I've never really seen a bad freestyle on there before. So I think they're quite picky with who they have come up to do freestyles.
Yeah, skilled lyricist.
Yeah.
Okay, what's wrong with that?
But yeah, man.
Now follow me as we ride, going up, getting high. Biggest flips in the sky, biggest flips in the sky, biggest flips in the sky. Now follow me as we ride, going up, getting high. Biggest flips in the sky, biggest flips in the sky.
Roaches in the ashtray. I resurrect one like a phoenix. The way it rises from the ashes. I'd light it.